A newly formed task force set up to address uncertainties following the U.S. tariffs will focus on communication and information sharing. This from Deputy Prime Minister Gan Yong, who adds that the group is still working out its detailed composition and plan going forward. Kate Lowe with this report.
And when we don't know yet, we'll...
Responding to questions in Parliament on the role of the task force, Deputy Prime Minister Gan Yong says it will engage the private sector to better understand their challenges and future steps. Besides economic agencies, union representatives will also be roped in.
Jobs may be affected, may not be immediately, but I think in the medium to longer term, I think there will be a major restructuring of the economy that will result in the restructuring of the workforce as well.
With Singapore facing a tariff rate of 10% lower than its regional competitors, MPs said this could be a silver lining for firms exporting semiconductors and electronics.
Our economic agencies stepping up efforts to help Singapore firms secure US demand in these areas before global buyers reorganize their supply chains and lock in new sourcing arrangements.
So I think some of these will take time to reorganize, and therefore that will happen in the medium to longer term, working with the industries, trying to attract more investments so that they are anchored in Singapore. But always also bear in mind, as we have more investments into Singapore and taking advantage of a lower tariff to export to the US, our trade balance will start to shift. At some point in time, you'll find that we are also going to face challenges as well. So they have to exercise some care in organizing this.
MP Hazel Phua also raised a question on whether the tariffs violate the free trade agreement between Singapore and the US.
If so, are we contemplating any action on that front? Given that we are a small country, are we exploring joint negotiations with other countries?
According to the legal text of the FTA, parties can apply measures it considers necessary to protect its own essential security interests.
What we are doing now is we are first going to embark on a consultation to work with them, to engage them, to first understand what their concerns are that cause them to introduce this basic tariff rate. And eventually, whether or not we want to take the action is something that we will have to consider.
Mr. Gan adds that Singapore is in talks with ASEAN counterparts to collectively engage the US. He says that even if Singapore cannot negotiate for lower or waiver of tariffs, negotiations with the US is still important to prevent further escalations of import duties.